it's Kelsey with Shipwreck Beads, and today we are going to make a pair of Gemstone Chakra earrings. On Friday's show, we made a gemstone stretch bracelet with the chakra stones, and I still have the beads out on my desk, so I figured we might as well use them, and someone had suggested that we should make a pair of earrings, so that's what we're going to do. Hi Pam, how are you today? So here in Lacey, Washington, we woke up with some snow this morning, and it was sticking to the roads. It stopped snowing now, I think. Yeah, it's not snowing anymore, but it was snowing earlier, so that was pretty exciting to wake up to a little bit of frost on the ground. I'm doing good today. So yeah, we had some little rotten weather, but that's all right. I don't mind the snow too much. I just don't like driving in it, so that wasn't fun to come to work in this morning, but that's what happens. So on Friday's show, we made some gemstone stretch bracelets with the chakra stones. So the chakra stones, the chakra is points in your body that are related to energies. Oh, thank you, Carla. That are related to different parts of your body and different energies, and each of the stones sort of amplify the energies, and it creates balance, and so it's the rainbow colors, and each stone corresponds with a different part of your body, starting from your head all the way down to your root chakra. I'm not fully versed in it, but I just think it's kind of cool, and since 2017 for me, I'm going for positive energy and good vibes. I thought we'd kind of carry that into however we can. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make some little chandelier earrings. I've got these little tiara cast chandelier components that we'll be using. Hi Cindy, welcome. Yeah, so we're gonna make some little chakra earrings. So I'm gonna go ahead and angle you down, and we're gonna get started. Alrighty. This over a little bit. Okay. So what I was thinking as far as the placement, I wanted to do the quartz on the top, and then probably do a little purple there, and the lapis, and I've got jade and citrine, carnelian, and red agate. So I was thinking something probably a little like that as far as the placement. Hi Rosanna. So what I have as far as findings, I've got some earring wires, these cute little shepherd's hook guys, these ones here. I've got some 22 gauge artistic wire, and then I also have some silver balled head pins. So I really like these. They've got a little ball on the end there. And we're also going to be using some jump rings as well. Just try to find my right size jump rings here. These are all the same size. And we've got our jump rings. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start by pulling off some of this craft wire. Good morning, Simone. I've got my tools here. So we're going to start by making a wrap loop on the craft wire. I love working with the gemstone chips. And there's something about, you know, and I don't know how much I believe in the spirituality of the stones or the different energies, but I can tell you that there's certain stones that I'm drawn to more than others. So I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it's pretty cool to think about and talk about. And you know, whatever you can do to bring in that positivity into your life, I mean, why not? There's so many negative things going around in the world right now that whatever we can do to sort of promote that positivity, we might as well do it, right? So I'm going to start by doing 2 wrapped loops, or 2 little wrapped sections with my quartz. And so one will be for the top of each earring. Hi Shelly, welcome. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I try to do what I can to bring a little positivity into everybody's world, so, you know, whatever I can do. So did any of you make any New Year's resolutions this year? I generally try not to make New Year's resolutions. I do make goals for the year, but I don't try and, like, I don't know. I feel like New Year's resolutions are too easy to break, so I don't like to do that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little looped section with my jade pieces, because those are going to be connected in the center, and I'm going to do citrine drops off the end. So what I'm doing now is just looking for some gemstones that are roughly the same size. I mean, they're going to be a little variation in size because they are the chips, and they're a little different cut. Every piece is going to be a little different, but we want to get them a little close to the same size so that your earrings are balanced. Let's see. Resolve to drink coffee, be awesome, and string more beads. I like it. And you're not make resolutions. That's a good one too, I think, Simone. But as far as me, like, it's not really a resolution, but, you know, we just bought a house in April, which is almost a year ago now. But so my one of my goals is to redo a room in my house a month. So my goal for January, and I haven't gotten started, so it might not happen this month, is to paint my bedroom. I finally found the perfect paint color, and so that's what I want to do. That's my goal. Aren't our ears crooked anyways? Yeah. Oh, hi, Cynthia. Welcome. Yeah, I've never really kept them, but you know, it's good to have goals. It's good to have something to, you know, try and be better at, I guess. But yeah, so I'd really like to paint my bedroom, but it's such a chore. So we'll see. It hasn't happened yet. It might not happen till after we go to Tucson and get back. And you know, it's hard to make time for those things, but it's a little big. I'm gonna switch that one out with something smaller. We want to have them, you know, they're not going to be exact, but we want to have them roughly the same size. As close as you can get. All right, so there's those links, they're done. So now I'm going to work on the other ones. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack them up on my head pins first before I make all my loops, just to make sure that I've got my size right on these. So I'm going to need 2 amethyst links. or dangles or whatever you want to call them. And I'm going to use 2 beads on those. Okay, also need my citrine. We're going to put 3 of the citrine chips on these. Find the hole on here. So the citrine's going to dangle off of the jade. See, the citrine's a little smaller, so I might actually end up adding 4 chips on there. Ginger. Good morning, Ginger. 14 inches of snow in Portland. Holy crud. That is a lot. I'm going to switch that one out. I don't think I realized that you were in Portland, Ginger. So my citrine's pretty close to the same size. And now we need to do some lapis. So for the lapis, we're going to do 4 chips. I don't like that one. It's too big. And what I like to do is once I stack them on my head pin, I'll give them a turn so that they kind of lay flat. Because of the way the irregular shape is, sometimes you've got to adjust how they sit on the head pin to make sure that everything lines up properly. And 4. Make sure those are about the same length. Switch that top one out. I love digging through the chips to find, you know, just the right perfect one, because some, you know, they're all different. There's color variation and size variation. All right, so those look pretty good. I think I want to switch this one out here for some that's a little more blue. Let's see, you've had 2 inches at your house, but only a dusting. Yeah, that's about what we got here. Wow. One that's more chippy looking. Let's see. Sometimes you just gotta fiddle with them till you're happy with how they sit on the head pin too. Alright, I think I want a bigger one on top of there. Okay. I think I'm happy with that. And now we've got the red agate we got to do. So I'm going to do 2 of the red agate stones because they're going to be on my outer edge. So we just want those to be nice little short guys. Oh, that one's broken. We don't want to use that one. We don't want to use a broken one. Good, that's good. Okay, and now we've got to do our citrine. Wyoming got dumped 12 inches on top of what you had. Oh, yeah, great day to stay inside. And now we've got the citrine. So I want the citrine to be about the same size as the lapis drops there. And so I want it to be a different color than the agate because they're real close in color, some of the darker pieces of the citrine. So I'm picking out the really lighter ones because I want them to really look different from the red agate. And the citrine chips are a little bit smaller than the lapis, so I'm actually going to add 5 chips on those ones just to make sure that they're the same size. And you do have to be careful with the chips because sometimes the hole is so close to the edge of the stone that it could break. So you want to make sure you pick good ones that aren't gonna crack on you. Okay, so now I've got all my pieces made here. So now I'm gonna make wrap loops on all of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make my loops and then I'm going to go back and trim them all at once. Rather than picking up and putting down multiple pliers. This way I can just keep my round nose pliers in my hand and not have to pick stuff up and put it back down and readjust. And I really like these. These are actually like our economy head pins, but I really like them because they're a really thin gauge. So if you're doing a lot of wrapped loops, they're really easy to wrap. Because some of the thicker gauged head pins can be a little bit more challenging to get that wrap in. But this stuff it's a nice thin gauge. I think it's a 22. But it just makes it real easy to wrap. Oh, you made a tree of life? Awesome! If you guys ever make anything that you see in the show, I would love for you guys to share it on our page, or you can send me, even if you don't want us to share it on our public page, you can totally send me a direct message at Shipwreck, and I would love to just see what you guys make. I love doing these shows, and it's so great to see when you guys can take my ideas and turn them into your own. So if you ever make anything, definitely share it with us. Actually, since I have all this stuff out, I might end up making a chakra tree of life pendant because I have them all out here already. And I'm kind of on a chakra kick right now. All right, so now I've got all my pieces wrapped. And I'm going to go back through and I'm going to trim them all. And then I'll go back and make sure that those little wire ends are tucked in. But especially, I really like these head pins too when you're working with the gemstones, especially with the chips, because like I said, they are kind of fragile. And when you have the thinner gauge wire, you don't have to work the wire as hard. It's not as hard to turn, so there's less chance of breakage. I know I've definitely broken chips before by not being careful enough with when I'm working with them. So now I'm just going to go back through and make sure those little ends of the wire is tucked in. And then we'll connect it all with jump rings. Now if you wanted, you could wrap directly onto your earring component too. That's another option. Then just eliminate your jump rings altogether. But I like adding jump rings to my earrings because I think it adds extra movement. But it is an extra step, and so it is extra materials and extra time to do that. So, but that's just, you know, one of those personal preference things. All right, so we've got our jump rings. Actually, I think I might try a smaller jump ring because I don't want them to be quite as visible. Whoop. So we've got these little baby guys. Hopefully they're, well, these might be too small. We'll find out. Oh, okay, there it is. Oh no, these will work. But they are awful tiny, so they're a little harder to work with. All right, so I'm connecting my quartz drop to the very top of the earring component. You see right there, it's kind of hard to see on the mat since it's clear. Yeah, that's what I think too of it. They just add a little more movement and give it a little more swing, which for earrings is always a nice touch to have. You know, you want to have that movement on there. We're going to do amethyst. And then we've got our lapis. Now we're going to need to connect our jade and our citrine drop. So we want the citrine hanging on the bottom of the jade, and then we're going to connect the jade to the earring component. Like so. Whew. These tiny jump rings are a little hard to work with. But I like using the smaller jump rings because they're just kind of unobtrusive. They don't stand out in your design because they're not really part of the design. So we want to make sure they're real subtle. Woo! Dropping beads. Right, and now we've got our red agate piece. Come on. Okay, I don't think that's open far enough. So with jump rings, you want to make sure you just open them. I know, yeah. Well, my eyes aren't great, but I can still see close up, so. All right, so now we've got that first one done. See that there? We're gonna add the ear wire. Love these little ear wires, they're so cute. And then, so you're gonna add that on there, and then you're just gonna pinch it shut. You can do that with your pliers or with your fingers, and that'll prevent your earring from falling off. So now we've got that first one done. We'll go ahead and get the second one completed also. Again, we're going to start by connecting that quartz piece on the top. Try not to drop them. Yeah, when I taught my class at Bead Fest Fall, one of the kits that we used some really tiny jump rings, and the lighting there was so bright. It was like super bright fluorescent lighting, and so it was really hard to see the jump rings because it was just so reflective. So when you're going to do your second earring, you want to do it opposite of the first one because you want them to be sort of mirror images of each other. You don't want them to be the same because they're going to hang differently on your ear. You want to open your jump ring just big enough to get it onto the piece. You don't want to open it too far because then you can misshape your jump ring and it'll be hard to get it back to the round shape again. So now we're going to connect our jade and our citrine. And then attach our jade piece to the center here. Yeah, exactly. Matching earrings to go with the bracelet. I'm not too much of a matchy-matchy person though, so. But somebody suggested it on Friday's show and I thought it was a great idea because we already have all the materials out. Why not just make use of them? So, whoever that was, whoever suggested that, good idea. Thank you for the suggestion. And now we're going to go ahead and put this on. We want to make sure that it's hanging opposite of our first one. All right. It is 11 o'clock here now. So looks like we're an hour behind you. So here we go. Here's our Gemstone Chakra earrings. Oh, did I mess these up? I did. Oh, no, I didn't. They're good. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and angle you up and we'll try them on and then you can see how they look. All right. So because they're gemstone chips, they are a little on the heavy side. So there you go. Just pretty little dangly earrings. I think they're fun. What do you guys think? So they go really nice with our Gemstone Chakra bracelet that we made on Friday. So there you go. Cute little pair of earrings. Oh, I hope you come back for more, Sherry. So we do live videos on Facebook on Wednesday at 10:30 Pacific and Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific. And then we also do, or I also do a live Twitch stream. And so Twitch is yeah, you can always use less. We also do a live Twitch stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1:30, and that's of course Pacific time. Twitch is a live streaming site. It's twitch.tv, and we're twitch.tv/Shipwreck Beads. Oh, fantastic, Cynthia. So if you did order on Friday, then you'll have more than enough materials left over to make earrings, because you only use such a little bit of those stone chips, and they're big, you know, they're long strands. So here's what's left over after I pulled off the beads. So I think it's a 32-inch strand for most of our stone chips. But I will go ahead and add that supply list so that you can take a look at that. And we'll be back here on Facebook on Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And you can also catch me tomorrow on Twitch. So that's twitch.tv/Shipwreck Beads. And we'll be there at 1:30. So you can see what I'll be making tomorrow on Twitch. Yesterday on Twitch, we made some really fun wire earrings. So we made these guys. I experimented with a wire jig for the first time, and then we did a bunch of hammering, and so yeah, we made those yesterday. So we do some really fun stuff on Twitch, and you'll have to check it out. So thank you for tuning in with me today, and I hope you enjoyed the show, and we will see you tomorrow on Twitch and also here on Facebook on Friday. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.